Rent is due. How many days do we have? We have 3 days. Oh god. Gotta make $10,000. 3 days. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it. Well, I guess we're just screwed. Gotta buy a poster though. Oh my god. How can I sell my stuff? Can I sell my stuff? No, I don't think I can. I haven't served only the most expensive drinks. Uh-oh. There are cats in heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. Oh, okay. Let's see, any news? Actually, let me save first. Reload? I could. I'll do it later, you know? I think you get an ending, actually, if you don't pay rent. You like a specific ending. I think it's the bad end, but we'll see. I'll probably reload, like... I think there's New Game Plus, actually. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe see if I can get other endings. Anyway. Here's some articles by Augmented Eye. Taylor the Brain, tired after name change requests. Did we meet Taylor, actually? I think they went to the bar. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Solar Animal Project. One of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline. I like Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor. There's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances of becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Mayor Brain? Taylor! I think we met Taylor before. The literal like brain in the jar. Well, Parliament discusses anime influence. See, during an unusual meeting held in the Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash! A representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money to the local market, Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview, which is ironic considering that in real life, anime studios don't really make a lot of money. Except, the only exception would probably be Studio Ghibli, I guess, or Studio Ghibli, or Ghibli. I think that studio is pretty well known, so they make profits, I guess. But for most anime studios, though, they don't really make a lot of profit. Most of the profit comes from, like, buying the manga, really. Just buying the manga or buying merchandise and everything. Well, I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Yes, important topic. Very important. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. Didn't Studio Ghibli get shot up? Did it? I don't think so. I think it was something else, wasn't it? Or some crazy dude? Really? I haven't been following the news. I have no idea. I haven't recently. That's crazy. I mean, I've heard like another anime studio that has been attacked before as well, which is again crazy. Like, why would you do that? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy to me. Anyway, biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Memorial City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of the protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They are afraid of us. They know they can't take us down the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we had no option but to surrender, Love told AE during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. And isn't she a game developer? She's many things. Christine Love. Oh yeah, I think she's in real life actually, actual game developer. I think I played one of her games actually. I think? If I remember correctly. I think it's called Hate Story. I think that's right. Yeah, KyoAni got like their studio caught on fire. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess it's just crazy. Like, why would you attack an anime studio? What the fuck? But Let's not worry. Let's not think about, you know, horrible topics. Let's just play Valhalla. Let's see. Yuri Yuri. Okay, this is about Yuri Yuri. It's finally here. Can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based God. All boards report in. What are the boards, you idiot? Nice, more stupid mobile ops. Yuri Yuri gets a new season, but the actual best Yuri Yuri is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Get a job, you stupid idiot. Oh god, here we go. Bear hot cocoa, sit on a comfy couch, put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious Yuri Yuri, and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. I have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Yuris from me, Danger You. Sounds cute. For nerds, maybe. Damn nerds. Yuri Yuri. Everyone loves Yuri Yuri. I think I've heard it. Again, I never watched it, but I just have so much backlog, you know? So much backlog on my anime. I have a million anime I haven't watched. But I've heard it's good. So. Let's see. I should buy it. I'm supposed to. Okay, well, let's see. How much does it cost? I mean, I think I'm just gonna, you know, not be able to pay rent, but I might as well just splurge all my money anyway. Let's see. What did she want? She wanted a poster, I think. Night of the ID Snatchers or whatever. Which one was it? Movie poster, yeah. 250 bucks? Oh, might as well. That's like one drink, I guess. I guess I'll buy that. Looking at the poster, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even with just a little bit. Have a very nice day. Anyway, I guess, yeah, time to go to work. Time to go to work. Let's see if we'll be out of a home. I don't know. Good evening. Gotta hustle. Gotta have like a side job or something. Gotta sell stuff. Gotta maybe sell ramen on the side. I don't know. Hey Jill, let's have a New Year's party this Saturday. Oh, another party? Is that a bit soon? Why, did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party? No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it. Great. And Gil? Well, he's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do. Hey. I mean, no, I mean like, where is he? He was escorting a client of his to a station. He should be back in any second now. Back? See? Yeah, how many days are... Oh yeah, well... December 27th. Oh yeah, I forget. Well, December has a 31st to it. I guess that's how months work, I guess. So, like, we have 4 days, not like 3 days. Or do we? I don't know. Do we pay on the day that we owe it, or... I guess we'll see. I guess I'll see. I don't know. This is like a blind playthrough. I have no idea. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Technically. I know a little bit. Like, I've looked up, like, the fact that there's, you know, there's a New Game Plus, you know, there's like an extra thing you can do after you complete the game and everything. But other than that, I don't really know, like, the specifics. So you're coming to a New Year's party too, Gil. It's not like I have anything else to do, so... I told you. Well, we're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see. Oh yeah, the person that told her, or told us, you know, that our ex-girlfriend just freaking died. First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was so hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really wanted to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to a fight with my sister. I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. Well, actually, well, there's a 31st on December, but... well, okay, probably, if I remember correctly, you pay the bill on 30th anyway? I don't know. If you don't want to see me after all, I understand. I think it said like 30th to pay the rent. But please, I really want to talk to you. Gabby. Oh, that girl has a big vocabulary. She always was a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party. What? Why? Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years? Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's painful to face your mistakes, and fear what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that we were ever to meet again. She'd break up with me. Well, she's dead now, so... And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby's in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and... Jill, you baka! Me? You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out of this, she will hate you. Not only that, you're getting a new chance here. You want to live the rest of your life running from another memory. Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated feeling like that? Armitage? Titty hacker. Alma, right. I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have a chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret, which one do you pick? Yeah. How about neither? You know, just choose neither. Yeah, you're right. I hate feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be. Hey, boss? Thanks. Well, that's what friends are for. Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. Yeah, so we're gonna be homeless, so it doesn't matter. Select songs. Oh yeah. Select songs. Wee. Do we unlock any new songs, by the way? I think maybe. You know, it doesn't. The game doesn't really tell you if you like unlock songs or anything. I think I've seen a few new songs, maybe, or maybe I'm just crazy. You know, maybe I'm just seeing things. Anyway, time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago, I got another note in the mail. This one's from Lenore. Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic? Yep. You haven't opened it. Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear, might as well face the other. Maybe. Don't push her, Chief. I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything. Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Happy holidays. Oh, she's very happy. Someone's happy. We held a party for the staff and their children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. Yeah, from Dorothy. There's this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You look so happy, I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway, can you get me a Cobalt Velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt Velvet. Cobalt Velvet. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, can I get extra money for, like, making it big? You know, I need the extra money. Like, what happens if I make it big? I forget if you get, like, extra cash, or is it just the same? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 280 normally. Yeah, I do get extra money if I get that. Well, why does it say, like, 33,000? I guess that's just extra, like, total amount of money you earned in general, maybe. I'm not sure what this is, because that's not my money. You know, I have less than this. I think? I don't know. But yeah, it seems like you get more money if you make it big. So I'm just gonna make all the drinks big now. All big drinks for everybody. Here. Thanks. Are you meeting with Sage today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too, sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching her bandages so often. And what about her eye? Eye? Oh, her. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm talking about not this eye. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life has changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists. She was used as a disposable She was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? Yeah, old ways. What do you mean old ways? There was a rough spot when Sei was in a team. Or was a team. Her mom's clinic was about to close, then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at her school didn't help. Sei is not a slow learner by any means, but her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalences to things she knows. She needs to get a bit in her, or she needs to get a bit in her mindset? Oh, no. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Sei was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite how she is nowadays. A bit of a delinquent, I guess. From time to time, I see that old look across her face and it scares me. You're comparing to her teen self, though. People mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet Sei knows better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, would you? Sure. Cold and sweet. I think I've heard that one before. Have I? Or just in general, you know? That's maybe what she ordered before. Cold and sweet. Sugar Rush? No. Sparkle Star? No, that's aged. Blue Fairy? No. Moonblast. Yes, Moonblast. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you can't make it big though. But can you actually? No, you can't. Yeah, I forget. Okay, for some reason I thought, even though I did it before, I thought like the 10 is a maximum for each ingredient, but no, it's not. You can put more. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of these, 2 of these, and 4 of these. On the Bronx and blended. Blended, go. Blend, blend, blend. Here. Thanks. Well, this is the kind of stuff Sei asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. So, I take it Sei's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess they try to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Sei's mom had a really abusive relationship with Sei's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Sei's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy, though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. Yeah. She still uses a cane to walk, thanks to that. She moved here, Sei was born. She started her veterinary, I can't even say that word. Veterinary pet doctor clinic. So did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for a couple of days until Sei managed to scare him off. Just beat the shit out of him. How? She beat him to near death. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. 3 times. Obviously. Beat him up, Sei. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laughed too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe, and a cat boomer is sure to become a target. Well, I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but It's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel there are people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel warmth there that Uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that too. But I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your order. Oh, that, right. Well, that happened before. 2 beers. 2 big beers, because I need the money. Please give me money, Cat Boomer. You're like rich, so... I will squeeze as much money I can out of your wallet. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Big beer. And another one. Time to celebrate. Big beers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, forgot about playing, right? Here you go. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night. I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks, and some dog thought it'd be safe to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fella was scared. Well, I'm out. Love the eyes. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure. It's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. There were better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay, something classy. Classy, classy, classy. Here's a brandy. Nice. Oh. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 of these and 8 them mix. Woo! Bam. Something classy. Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega Santa's story and somehow she got into her head that being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her start giving out gifts like crazy. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Okay. Spiritual reincarnation. Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Santa was reborn as the manifestation of the Christmas spirit. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. The girl was delusional as a kid. Huh. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Or you're like in a biker gang? Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried, but I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I face the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. I expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you get me something bubbly? Sure. Something bubbly for the bubbly girl. Bubbly. She already had a beer, so... Double velvet? Sure. 2, 3, for... Actually, which one? Well, actually, which one's more expensive? Velvet is 280. Ringwear is 260. Obviously, beer is probably cheaper. Oh yeah, okay, it's a couple of it was more expensive. I'll give her a couple of it. What did we for? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yo. Here we go. Bubbly. Hey Jill, this might seem a bit random, but do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second White Knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with the White Knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. This happened before? I don't think we saw this person, necessarily. It just happened before, like, the game started, I guess. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was. I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It makes me kinda jealous. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill, with your, like, big, muscly arms. Your six-pack. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really, I just found the fact that I was the only other White Knight you served. Weird. I mean, really, just the two? Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with White Knights until I met you. Means you had a nice life then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Jill. Please come again. I'll go take my break, Gil. Sure. Taking a break. Sukeban Games. I guess, who are these three? I mean, I guess that's Jill, this is the Cat Boomer, Stella. I guess that's Boss, and that's Dorothy, right? I guess the main heroines of the game, maybe? Maybe the developer's favorite, characters? Yeah, you see them here, I guess. I say, well, you don't see save, though. Yeah. At least in the loading screen. Or not the loading screen, the save and load screen, rather. I wonder if I left food for 4. Well, I don't know. And just choose everything, I guess. But not Base of the Titans. The only song I don't like in this soundtrack is Base of the Titans. Maybe if you like that kind of music, I guess it's fine, but it just doesn't fit at all. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy? You won't get through the bar anytime soon. You can stop walking. Yeah. Ah, honey. You want something? The usual, I guess. Usual. The usual? I don't know what the usual is. I don't know what the usual is. Sweet? Happy? Makes sense to me. If you wanted this last time, I don't know, the same thing. Or maybe the usual and be something else. It could be like something sweet. Like Sugar Rush, maybe? No, she wanted Sugar Rush before. Yeah, Sugar Rush, yeah, it makes sense. Because that's the usual, right? I mean, she looks distracted? I don't know if she's... I don't know. We'll see. I think that's just the cue to just give her the usual. I think the usual is just Sugar Rush. Let's give her a big one. And also a million karma turn. Will I get more money if I put more alcohol in this drink? I don't know. That's all I care about, the money. Here. Oh, this is nice. 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 Okay, you're freaking me out. What's up with you? Hey honey, how do you know what's real? Uh-oh. It's Nier Automata. The robot's getting nihilistic anyway. Piano Woman is more expensive? Yeah, well maybe Piano Woman might work. Because I thought, like, you know, she said usual. Her usual stuff is just something, I guess, you know, like Sugar Rush. But Piano Woman is like special for when she's like sad, you know? She's not sad? Well, I guess she's sad right now. I didn't know if she was. She just looked distracted. I don't know. Anyway. Also, I mean, how do you know if what you see is an actual thing? How can you tell if what you see around you is actually happening? What tells you everything is not actually a fabrication? What tells you I'm not just a simulation in a computer and you're having an existential crisis? And those ponderings brought you to the bar? What? Oh, I'm in the bar. Am I? Dorothy. So you're having a so how you say that? Syphilitic crisis of sorts. Sylliphism. The theory that the self is the only thing that can be known to exist. See, that's another thing right there. That word. Sylliphism. What does it even mean? Where the hell did it come from? Well, solus means alone, and ipses means self. Yes, but how did it come to be? Do you expect me to believe that a lot of people just randomly decide to make noises? And decide, hey, let's make this noise mean this? Doesn't make any sense. Words don't make sense. I've been repeating words for a long time, they're not making sense. Why? But calm down, that's just semantic satiation. Stop making up words, honey. And then there's this counter. How can I be sure this counter is really here? It is. Please stop tapping it. Hold on, just making sure. I should make her a drink. Any drink at all? Just a general drink? I guess maybe just something sweet. Here, have a Brantini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a big one. Age and... Stop tapping the counter so much. I'm this close to throwing this in your face. Sorry. So let's start from the beginning. Since when did you have this existential crisis? Oh, since earlier today, I think. But I don't know, it was all too sudden. I was thinking about everything that happened from a week ago until now. How much fun I was having, how much I loved everyone around me. And out of nowhere, the thoughts started piling up in my mind. What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. What is love? What is fun? Are those feelings real? Is all of that real? Am I real? What tells me I'm actually in a body? What if I'm just some computer thinking, some computer somewhere thinking it has a body? What if I'm just a human girl in a comatose dream? I think there's an anime music video about that. What tells me that you're real? Eh? Oh, I know, I might just be a figment of someone's imagination. Or even just an AI simulation in some computer that thinks it's a human. I've been there with Dorothy. That existential doubt and crisis. That uncertainty about whether or not things are real. It was a couple of months only, but I remember having panic attacks and scratching my arm to feel something. But the panic attack gave me a rush of adrenaline, so I couldn't feel the scratch and the fear got worse. And what did you do to get over it? I mean, you don't? You just don't get over it? You just distract yourself? You don't think about it? Anyway, oddly enough, I read a book. The Last Reign the World. One of my favorites. Oh yeah, it's the book that Taylor wrote, I guess. You know, the big brain in a jar. At one point, I cried with the book and I realized I was crying over fake things, a story and its characters. I didn't care less for them because they were fake. Why not think of reality like that too? Even if I'm a figment of someone's imagination, because you are, this is all a video game, none of it is real. You're all just fictional characters developed by Sukeban games. Anyway, even if it's someone's imagination, I still care about you. That's what I told myself, at least. It wasn't immediate, but that focus helped me. I like it. Hey, can I take this drink? Or take this drink, the drink I made you? I made it for you. Thanks. Okay then. Whoop. Just dump it on her face. Ew. Why did you throw it on your head? Diffuse something you made. And? It burns, and it itches a bit. I'll get you a towel. Delivery for Dana's, oh, I've been here before. Oh, Mr. Mario. It's me, Mario. It's a Mario. Welcome back. I have a delivery for Dana Zane. Who's that? She's my boss. I'll get it for her. Right. Sign here, please. It's a big package. I wonder what's inside. You should open it. If it's something perishable, maybe it'll need to be refrigerated. Now let's see. It's a wiener. A really big wiener. Huh? Hey, honey. The big package had a big wiener inside. Haha. What will your boss do with such a thing? What will your boss do with such a thing? I don't know how she'll cook it. Perhaps she'll chop it? Honey, seems the wiener's too big to eat correctly. Stop. Maybe you could prepare some right now. What do you say, honey? Do you want some of your boss's wiener? She's a Fuda this whole time? Ho ho ho. Seriously, Joe? She's making jokes. She's the one making jokes, rather. You're the one trying not to laugh too hard at them. Anyway, we all know if we dare to cook this without her permission, she'll hang us upside down. She'll hang me upside down, at the very least. Hey, Jacket Boy, what's your name? I'm Mario. Come on, Mario, I'll buy you a drink. I might have another delivery, you know. This is the last one, actually. I'll accept your offer. I'll have a sunshine cloud. And you? I'm fine. A sunshine cloud for Mario. I mean, there's like a very brief stint with him, actually. You know, where he's like acting all manly and everything. But now he's just, you know, like whatever. I'll get a sunshine cloud. Who gives a shit? Bitter, girly, and soft. Have a big one. Oh, I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the alcohol, so he'll crash and burn on his motorcycle, scooter thing. Don't worry about it. Len, go. Here. Thanks. Hey, call me Dorothy. You can also call me Darling for the right amount. Yeah, Dorothy. Why'd you buy me a drink? Just to let you know why I don't swing that way. On what way, Lilam? I'm a man's man. I like men, okay? Yeah, I knew that he was gay. Not that there's anything wrong with liking women, but... Oh, don't worry. I wasn't hating on you. I was thanking you. Thanking me? Your package let me see Honey here laughing like an idiot. It's easier than you think. That made me happy, and I don't know, it fit what she was telling me earlier. I'm more calm than when I entered. Glad to help, I guess. Well, duty calls. Bye, Mario. Bye, John. Bye, honey. Enjoy your big wiener. We're out with you. Well, she seems like a nice girl. I don't mean for it to sound like I get it. Don't worry, you like guys, it's clear. Speaking of, you like motorcycles, don't you? I do, yeah. Have you been to the motor district? I spent all my free time in the motor district, actually. Why? Oh yeah, isn't that where someone, like 2 people died or something? Is it true what they say about all the illegal races going on there? You're not a cop, are you? You gotta tell me you're a cop. Even though actually in real life, legally, they actually don't, you know? There's like this weird myth, you know, where you ask if someone's a cop, they have to tell you. Actually, they don't. Cops can just lie to you. They can just lie to your face. That's their job. Anyway. As far as I remember, no. Well, I mean, there are illegal races, but there's also a semi-legal league going on there. Semi-legal? The authorities acknowledge that there's races going on. They don't know what goes on in them, however. Modified engines, casualties, substance abuse. The legal ones end up being safer in the end. Huh. Have you ever heard about a biker called Christine Love? Miss Love, of course. Everyone knows who she is. What about her? Is her gang as dangerous as they say? I don't know. Nobody knows. Excuse me? They look intimidating enough, but the truth is that nobody has faced them directly. Moreover, nobody wants to be the one that gets beaten to a pulp if they turn out what they seem. So her gang is just there, menacingly doing their own thing, not bothering anyone. Oh. Do you want anything else? I'll have a piano man. Alright? Piano man. I assume that's just what he wants. Get a piano man for him. Piano man. Does he? The promo drink, though. Usually promo drinks are not really tasty. But... Maybe 4 or 5. Oh, I can't make a. Yeah, I can't make a big drink from it, can I? Yeah, it's too much stuff, I think. So I just have to make a normal one. Make a normal one. I guess it's 320 though. Still pretty a good amount of cash. Either way, compared to like a normal drink that you make big. Is that correct? 3, 5 of those, 5 of those, 3 of that. Oop. Cops can just shoot in the face and sprinkle crack on you. Yeah, we're job's done here. You know, just sprinkle crack on them. I imagine actually happens more often in a cyberpunk dystopian future, maybe. You know, in fact, that's why there's rioting in the streets right now, you know, because it's all about that, all about the corruption and the cops and everything. Especially because, like, the cops protect like the corporations, you know, more so than the people, I guess. Oh, here. Yeah, this is nice. Hey, you two an item? Nah. What are you trying to say with that laughter, Gil? No, we're not. What's wrong with you? Eh? You work with this hunk of a man, you don't feel the least bit tempted? How could you be so calm and smell so close to you? Manly son. Ever heard the expression, his past is a fucking weight I don't want to carry? Because his past is a fucking weight I don't want to carry. You gotta carry that weight. If he even has a past at all, I'm having my doubts lately. Are you implying he's not good game? Oh, don't misunderstand. Gil is good game. He's not bad looking, he's a gentleman, he's always attentive. But he's also distant and will take many steps back when he feels like he's getting close to someone. You don't have to marry him, just push him in the closet and... not interested. You annoy me, bartender. You don't see what you have right in front of you. I'm out. Okay, please come again. How about you hit on him, you know? Why I gotta hit on him? In the future, they sprinkle mega crack on you, obviously. Yeah, of course. Gil, you heartbreaking fuckboy. You heartbreaking fuckboy. Back, did anything happen? I discovered I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. Did anything new happen? Hey. They brought you a package. Ah yes, my curated wiener. Curated wiener. It's a gift from my folks. It was delayed in customs, but here it is. You guys want some of it? Nah. That's a new one. But I want some of Boss's wiener. Hilarious. Got another... Have some pocket money. I'm out of excuses. The boss is just giving me his free money, I guess. Oh. Total funds, 4588? 4588? I don't know. Will I make it? I have no idea. Well, Joe wonders mannequin echoes actually bring luck, but why would this bring distracted? Oh, but do I have to buy stuff? I have to buy so many things at the end. Jill, why are you gotta buy you so many stuff? I've been chuckling since yesterday. Wiener. Wiener. Hilarious. How much does the Neko thing cost? 550. I don't know. I guess I have to save money, but like she'll be distracted again, which is not too bad, you know. So far, it's just that sometimes if the customer orders something that isn't so obvious, like Jill gives a hint, you know, to what they want. But if I don't get that hint, then I might give the wrong, you know, drink, and I might not get my flawless service bonus, you know. I don't know what the best option is. Oh. Let's read some news. Earth's space colony plans to develop its own army. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but law is most likely improved. We'll have an army, we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Okay. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. In space colony. Shin Outer Paradise. Like new Outer Paradise? I feel like this is two references. Like a reference to like Metal Gear Solid, you know, Outer Heaven, but also a reference to maybe something like Gundam, you know, like any kind of like mecha anime. About like a space colony having an army, I think, you know, the Xeon. Anyway, woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug in into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people can get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow has some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Give the times, grandma. Give the times, boomer. Wanna marry me? Can't marry your own son. That'd be weird. I mean, you can, but it'd be weird. YIK, the final remaster leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's YIK, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week includes new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remaster. Is that... I feel like, well, obviously Hatsune Miku. Sting's Face? Is that a reference to Steins Gate? Because well, you see the semicolon, right? So I can only assume there's a Steins Gate reference. I can't think of many video games that have like the semicolon, you know, in their title between two words. So I can only think of, you know, El Sai Kanguru. The full chart, including lifetime sales, YK, Final Remaster, Hatsune Miku, Sting's Face, Water Pro Wrestling G, and Dang It, Ron Paul. Oh yeah, Danganronpa! I love that game. One of my favorite series. I haven't played the third game yet. I gotta get to that, eventually. Probably replay the first two games, eventually as well, on stream before I play the third one, but that'll be... I don't know when will that be. It'll probably be... It's on the list. It's on my bucket list. Steins Gate for sure? Yeah, I assume so. That bar called Valhalla. Oh yeah, I forgot to read the... I keep forgetting to read. Did I read the thing? Life in Space. I always forget to read this part. This is the third final this year. Is that the... It's like... I guess that's a reference to Final Fantasy? Is that what it is? It's like a reference to Final Fantasy in general? Anyway. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone's in need just like me, anyway. Place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I could take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from a distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Oh, bummer. Oh, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself. You are. Isn't that weird, like, you know, people actually talking about you on the internet? Is an anonymous board actually talking about that one specific bar that you're in? That'd be super weird. And apparently one of these anons are actually gonna... I keep saying anons, by the way. I guess it's anon, you know, like anonymous? In my head, though, I just think anon for some reason. It's like a name to me. Anon. No, anon. Yeah, one of those, I guess, users are gonna go to the bar. Maybe we'll meet them. And I guess, yeah, I this time I'm just gonna intentionally just go to work without buying anything because I need to save my money. So I guess Jill's gonna get distracted. I don't know. I'm gonna get distracted. December 28th. Good evening. Jill, I want to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's a New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dogs? Well, actually, yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, but I don't care. Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Jamie's just, I guess because he's talking with, mainly with, Gillian, yes. Time to mix drinks and change lives. The guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. Well, there are lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. As far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So remain in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Okay, Mars Blast. Pizza, double cheese, no. Mars Blast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually make it big. 8 of these. I will squeeze all of the money out of you. Oh, but I can't, it's too big. Big? Yeah, it's too big, right? 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's too big. Darn it. I can't make it big. Order something more expensive, please. Blended. And make his face red. Here we go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry if I might interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. Will be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Suplex. I just imagine just give him the wrong thing and spoil the whole interaction. How about I give him a strong one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these as well. On the rocks, mix, and there you go, a giant suplex. Good stuff. Like less burning, but a punchier power driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I need to look for a specific file at Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in the pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all of that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Or I say antibodies or antibodies? Antibodies? Antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Gut punch. I keep forgetting, I don't know, I do like very slight voices of these people, but I always forget what they are. Like Ingram, for example, I don't even remember what kind of voice I even gave him before. I don't know. Optional Carmatrin. I don't know. Just a little bit. Only $80 though. In fact, well, actually, can I make a big one? I should make a big one instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of these, and then Carmatrin. Antibodies. See? Next. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit that they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you constructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time. Either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I feel like my Jamie voice, my Ingram voice is just too similar. I gotta, like, maybe change my Ingram. I don't know, like... Ice... I see! No, I don't know. I don't know what kind of voice I can give. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Always gotta leave anyway. Before I even give him a different voice. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please, come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. He wasn't very nice in the beginning, though. Right. Well, I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Oh, maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood? Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Okay, bad touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe for as much as I can for this one, and next. A big bad touch. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like you got fuck in the back of a parking lot. Okay. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. So Eva comes in and says, and make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. Oh, you hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 and 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. She stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that I finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know. Little by little, that admiration wore off, until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She still is selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she made sure not to fix that impression. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about this whole thing. As do I. So, what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give me a brandini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Pizza of double cheese. No, brandini. A big brandini. I imagine. 6. 2 of these. Aged and mix. Give me money. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo! Oh, hell no. This is a story of a girl who grew up disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became an animosity, and not long after that she distanced herself completely from her said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sisters will even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went to college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? She's ruining her story. Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You wanna see? I bet you wanna see. Alright, enough. Enough? Ah shit. Peace out! What a troll. I mean, I know the girl's you and the sister's your eldest sister. Just get to the point. Right. But the point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Beer. Get a beer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of these, 4 of these, and 8 of these. 5, 6, 7. Wait, actually, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, most of the big drink, when you make it like a drink big, usually it kind of fills up the whole container anyway. So I just forget sometimes. Oh, good thing I didn't count because I forgot that there's no rocks. I don't know why I added ice for some reason. Oh, here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure. I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah, alright. I'll go take my break. Alright. Bah, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Oh, anyways, call me if anything comes up. Okay. Break time. Now safe to keep playing.